Have you ever stopped to wonder why some people seem to have a natural magnet for money, while the vast majority of the population struggles just to keep their heads above water at the end of every month? Is it merely a stroke of luck, a massive inheritance, or perhaps a rare, superhuman talent? What if I told you that, in the vast majority of cases, it is none of those things? What separates the wealthy from the struggling isn't just the amount in their bank account. It's a code, a set of unwritten rules and mental frameworks that the rich follow with clinical discipline, while the middle class, often due to a lack of guidance or cultural conditioning, simply ignores. Today, we're going to crack that code wide open. I am going to reveal to you the 5 real financial habits that separate millionaires from everyone else. Pay close attention, because the final habit is the most counterintuitive of them all. It is the one that, once you truly grasp it, will fundamentally shift the way your brain perceives every single dollar that passes through your hands. Stay with me until the very end, because this isn't just a list of superficial tips. It is a brand new operating manual for your financial destiny. Habit 1. Investing versus saving. It sounds like we're talking about the same thing, doesn't it? But here's where the first major psychological shift occurs. From a young age, the middle class is conditioned to save money. You are told to work hard, pay your bills, and if a miracle happens and something is left over, you put it in a savings account. You sit there hoping that one day that pile of cash will magically become significant. The fatal problem? Inflation. The silent devaluation of currency eats away at those savings like invisible rust. Saving just for the sake of saving is in reality a guaranteed way to lose purchasing power over time. Wealthy people operate on a different frequency. They don't just save, they invest. Before they pay the landlord, the car company, or the taxman, they define a percentage of everything they earn to be deployed into the market. It isn't what's left over, it is a non-negotiable fixed expense, the most vital one they have. They pay themselves first. That money doesn't sit stagnant in a bank. It flows into assets, stocks, real estate, or business ventures. They understand that money must work for them 24/7. While you are sleeping, their money is out there hustling and generating more money. The mindset isn't based on scarcity, saving for a rainy day, but on abundance, multiplying to build a fortress of freedom. Habit 2. Buying luxury with passive income. This is perhaps the most tragic mistake made by the middle class. Imagine you get a promotion, a year-end bonus, or a significant raise. What is the first thought that enters your mind? I deserve a better car. I need the latest iPhone. It's time to finance my dream home. This is the rat race trap. For every increase in income, you increase your lifestyle expenses in exact proportion. You work harder, you earn more, but you remain in the exact same financial position. Only now, your bills are much higher and your stress is greater. A person with a wealthy mindset does the opposite. They see a raise as fuel to accelerate their freedom. Do they want luxury cars and exotic vacations? Absolutely. But the crucial difference is how they pay for them. They never use the sweat of their primary labor to buy depreciating assets. Instead, they use the profits generated by their investments. Imagine your real estate portfolio pays you $2,000 a month in rent. That is the money you use to pay for a luxury car lease. If your stock dividends yield enough for a trip to the Maldives, great, use that profit. Your primary salary serves one purpose: to buy more assets that generate passive income. Luxury is the reward and the byproduct, never the goal paid for with your precious, limited lifetime. Habit 3. Focus on increasing income, not just cutting costs. Skip the morning latte, cancel your Netflix subscription. You've heard this advice 1,000 times. While controlling expenses is fundamental to basic financial hygiene, there is a physical limit to how much you can cut. You can only cut your expenses until they hit zero. However, there is no ceiling to how much you can actually earn. The middle class consumes 90% of its mental energy thinking about how to spend less. They spend hours obsessing over spreadsheets, clipping coupons, or debating which grocery store has the cheapest milk. This is a defensive, contraction-based mindset. The rich, conversely, spend 90% of their mental energy thinking about how to earn more.
How can I create a new revenue stream? How can I scale my side business? How can I provide more value to the market so I can charge 10 times more? They're always on the offensive. While the middle class tries to save $10, the wealthy person is figuring out how to build a system that generates $10,000 per month. Cutting costs helps you survive, but increasing income allows you to thrive and buy back your time. Habit 4. Good debt versus bad debt. The word debt triggers a fear response in most people. Maxed out credit cards, predatory loans, and endless interest payments. That is bad debt, consumer debt. It is money borrowed to buy things that lose value the moment you take them home. You pay high interest to own something that will be half as much tomorrow. This is the ultimate recipe for lifelong poverty. But there is such a thing as good debt, and the wealthy are masters of it. This is money borrowed to invest in something that generates a return higher than the cost of the interest. This is the concept of leverage. A real estate investor might take a loan at 7% interest to buy a property that yields 10% in rental income plus 5% in annual appreciation. They're using the bank's money to build their personal net worth. The middle class fears all debt because they've only ever used the bad kind. The rich fear bad debt, but embrace good debt as a powerful lever to move the world. Habit 5. Investing in knowledge before assets. Finally, we reach the habit that supports all other pillars. Before putting a single dollar into the stock market or a new business, a wealthy person invests heavily in their most valuable asset, their own mind. The middle class constantly seeks the shortcut, the hot tip, the meme coin, or the get-rich-quick scheme. They want the fish for free without ever learning how to fish. Consequently, at the first sign of a market crash, they panic, sell at a loss, and swear off investing forever. The rich do the opposite. They read dozens of books a year on finance, psychology, and history. They pay for high-level coaching, join masterminds, and study the mechanics of the economy. They understand that the greatest risk is not the volatility of the market, but making decisions from a place of ignorance. Warren Buffett famously spends 80% of his day reading. He isn't looking for a tip, he's building a mental framework. Your most valuable asset isn't your cash, it's your knowledge. What you put inside your head today determines the size of your world tomorrow.